Hi, kia ora, my name is Te Ngaro no Mahanga, but everyone just calls me T. I'm just off to my drug test now, so wish me luck.
What we're going to do is get you to go into the bathroom with one of these, pee in the cup, bring it back to me so I can do some tests on it, yeah?
Okay.
What we're going to be looking for is amphetamines, cocaine, THC, opiates, benzos, or methamphetamine. And before we get into that, I'll just ask you if you're on any medication at the moment.
No, not at the moment.
No painkillers?
No.
No supplements, no proteins or pre-workouts or that sort of thing?
No.
Okay, do you eat any bread that has poppy seeds on it?
Not that I can remember, no.
No? Okay, cool. So with all of that out of the way, we can probably get you to start filling out the form and then we can get the tests underway.
Okay, cool.
I'll just grab some ID from you. Got a couple of copies of ID?
Yes.
Perfect.
So is there a reason why you asked about poppy seeds?
Yeah, mate. So the reason why I ask you about all of those things is because sometimes they can actually show up in a drug test. Poppy seeds is what opiates are actually made out of, so it's a derivative of an opiate.
Yep.
So they can actually show up if you have quite a lot of them. But we need to know that so that if you do get a negative because of one of those things, then we're already aware of it before the test has been done. And if we need to send it away to the lab for further testing, we can do so.
Okay.
Alright, yeah, mate. So now we get into the curly part. We're going to need you to stand up, turn around, and drop your drawers.
Okay.
For a cavity search. Yeah, let's get it. We'll get you into the bathroom and we'll get you started on the test. So number one, I want you to see that this test has an expiry date on it there. It's not been opened, so it's not been tampered with. So I'm going to open that now for you. And then I'm going to explain what you need to do with the test. Alright, so number one, what you need to do is go into the bathroom. I'll follow behind you. I'm not going to hold your hand or anything along those lines, but I'll be in there with you. I want you to pee into the toilet first, then into the cup, and then the rest into the toilet. Seal it until you hear the pop. Take this little bit out, put it into the hole in the side there, and push it all the way in. Alright?
Okay.
Then when you come up, there'll be a little cup next to the basin. Then I want you to place that in so I can go do my reading.
Sure.
Alright?
Now it
Good
says minimum fill volume.
Yep.
Do I have to go all the way up to there?
You don't have to go all the way up to there, but as close to it as possible.
Right. Just a bit uncertain. I don't want to get anything wrong. Could get messy.
Went into the wrong bathroom, mate.
Well, it's the last of my concerns right now.
Excellent. So what we're going to do first is we're going to test that you've put that in and you've done that really well.
Okay.
And now we're going to go to the temperature to make sure that that's registering at the right temperature. That tells me that it's come out of your body.
Right, okay.
Which looks pretty good. Right, and then what we're moving on to here is to test those colours that we spoke about earlier, yeah?
Sure.
So this is the gauge we use to do that.
Yep.
And what I want to do is for them to be sitting within the normal range, which those two are.
Yep.
And so is that. Yep.
Okay.
So that tells me that it's not been tampered with at all.
Right.
Rightio. And then what we're looking for is a control line.
Yep.
When we see those control lines, which is next to the C there, it tells me that all of those strips are working. And then the test line, which needs to be showing up next to these numbers.
Yep.
Yep, which tells me that you're not on any of those drugs.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so that's rightio T. It's been 5 minutes. I've done all the testing that we need to do. We can see all the colours are what they need to be in there. All the control lines are in place and all the testing lines have shown, which means that's a pass result. So we're good to go.
Great.